We're live. Okay. Let me check my page and make sure. No, not that. Yep, we're live. All right. I want to make this public. Okay, and we are live. Let's see. One second. Give me 1 second. You can what I can do, I can share it to your page. I got to turn my phone down. Do it gonna be a echo. That's crazy. And we're live. And we're live. And we're live. Let me go to. Let me introduce you to everybody. Everybody, what's good? What's good? The World Wide Web. We are live. And let's go. Let's go to. All right, everybody. Let me go ahead on and get this thing started. Today, we are here live with my main man, Mythic Vibes. Did I get your name right? Did I get your name right?
Yes, sir. You got it. You got it.
we're gonna chat it up today and reading your bio. I see you're 19 years old
Yes.
and you completed a mastering course. So can you tell me a little bit about that?
Um, the mastering course was more of a it was a way to help develop my sound and what I was going for. Because at the time I was still kind of transferring because I was going to a community college before, and I was like, this is not really something I want to do. I want to do music. So at the time where I can get in, I applied to do a 6 months course for mixing and mastering, the audio engineering type thing.
Right.
And I went in and did that for about 6 months, and progressively I was able to hear a difference in my mix, my final mixes, and just different sound inputs, the creativity I would go through with making some of my beats.
Cool, cool. So what inspired you to go that route?
Um, Honestly, it all started, I'd say, back in junior year during high school. Um, I knew that I was gonna have to have something to do other than play football whenever the season ended and all that type thing. Because I
Right.
didn't play any other sports and any other thing for me. I was a big guy on video games, so I used to play that in my free time if I wasn't doing anything else. So I seen a YouTube video about some guy making beats or something. I was like, oh wow, this is really cool because I used to be really into music when I was younger and growing up and all that type stuff. And I was like, maybe I should try that.
Right.
And I don't know. I started doing it as like a little hobby every now and then, kind of learning the ins and out of the software that I use, and then I kind of wanted to pick it up full time after I made a transfer from the community college when I realized that music was something that I wanted to do and take serious.
Right. 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 So is it have you worked with anybody or you just right now you're doing your own thing just to kind of get your feet out there?
Um, it's a variety of things. I have a group of guys that's local area. Um, People not too far off. They still in North Carolina that I work with. We all got a group chat and stuff, and we kind of work around each other. And I do send them beats and stuff, and they go in and make songs. Um, just to kind of see how do I explain it? It's basically for me to see if people are able to come up with something with the beats that I make. Cause not all the beats I make are easy, like one, two, three, like ramen beats.
Right.
It takes a little bit more than just the average rapper to rap on those beats, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do now. Expand and talk to some other rappers, artists, and trying to expand and get some connections going and all that type of stuff.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna get into some beats. And if you want to, you can go ahead on and like tell everybody where you're from so they can kind of get,
Oh yeah. Well,
let them know
I'm
where you're
originally
from.
from Raleigh, North Carolina, but now I'm located in good old countryside of Grimesville, North Carolina.
Cool. So is it anybody that you would like to work with? Like in it, like I know Manifest, he's in Raleigh, if you ever heard of him. He a super producer. Like would you like to work with anybody? Like, who would you like to work with?
Um, Honestly, it's not really anybody specific that I like have in mind to work with. I kind of just want to be able to be like,
You want to do your own
boom,
thing right now.
he's like a, this is my own thing, but also when the opportunity comes, I will go for it type thing.
Cool,
So I'm kind of
cool.
just, trying to make sure that I'm ready for when the time comes.
Right now you just it's like you testing the waters out.
Mm,
So with that being said, then let's get into a track. Uh the first one's gonna be, I think you call it Honcho.
yes, I did.
Let's play that one and then we'll see if we can talk about that, elaborate on that a little bit. So I'm gonna drop this track. So let's here we go. All right, all right, all right. That was Huncho. That was Huncho. So
Yes, sir.
let me go here. So can you tell me a little bit about that beat right there?
Um,
Like how
honestly,
you came up with that?
um, I heard a few, just a few guitar melodies sitting around, and I was at the time. I think that's when kind of out of like let's say Jack Harlow kind of blew up or whatever, and I was just thinking something like, okay, let's see if I can make something, cadence around to the type of beats he would choose and that type stuff.
Right.
Because sometimes I put myself in a situation like, okay, um, if I was working with this certain artist right now, if I was in the studio with them, if I made a beat for them, would they be able to rap on it? Or
Right.
not even just that, would they like it? It'd be something like that's kind of the situation I put myself in with some of these beats. Some of them are type beats, type beats, which is stereotypical. Sometimes people don't really like that, but sometimes I like to, just throw throw a artist in my head and kind of just get a little creative with it.
Right. So would you clarify this one as like a R&B beat type, or what would you
Yeah,
say?
it'd be like a mix of like R&B, but it has like trap drums on it.
Right.
Cause the melody was originally a little bit slower, but I sped it up to add the trap drums on it. Cause at the
Right.
time, I think I had something go wrong with my computer, and I had a bunch of files wiped, so
Oh
I didn't
wow.
have my or I didn't have my or any of my R&B drum kits at the time, so I kind of just sped up the melody and threw some trap drums on it.
So do you back up your files? Do you?
Yeah, I do back up my files. I have a flash drive,
Oh,
and
okay. Yeah, I
so
was
yeah, I
about to
have a
say that that's the
big
best thing
flash
to
drive.
do. Yeah,
Yeah,
get you
I
an
got a big
external
flash
so
drive.
you won't look in case if anything happened on that computer, you always have a backup.
Yep.
Ain't nothing like a backup plan.
Yeah, I learned it now.
Okay, so now this is gonna be interesting. Let's get into the next song. It's called Detroit Style. Yeah, that's dope right there. Now I like that one. Can you tell me how you came up with that beat?
Um, that one, I was just thinking more of something hard, but it gave like a Michigan, Detroit type thing. I don't know. At the time, I was thinking like a little T Grizzly, something like that. I didn't even think of that until like halfway through. Honestly, I was just gonna go with the piano style, the first melody. I was gonna go with that melody, and then I went in and I added kind of those bass plugs to it, and just added a little sauce to it, and then added the drums to it. I didn't want it to be anything too complex, something
Right.
a little simple, but it gave it that a little spice it needed to really hit, and that's how I came up with that one.
Sounds like to me like maybe a Blueface could jump on that real quick.
Yeah, I forgot about him. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, cause
I
that
haven't
that
really
was
mentioned him in a while.
that was pretty hot right there. That was pretty hot right there. So we can get into the next joint. It's called Custom Spaz. So let's drop that one.
Vibes, you killed this one.
Oh man. Wow. Now that's hot. Now you gotta tell me how you come up with that concept on that
Um, whew, like I said,
one. Take your
I'm gonna
time.
keep.
Take your time. We got all day.
Um, so how that beat came along? The name Custom Spaz. I don't know if you've seen the comments, but there's a guy in the comments named Spazzo Vlon, and
Yeah, I got him coming across the screen. Yeah, I
yeah,
see him.
the me and him, we were sitting talking one day. He called me. He was like, "Hey man, I need a beat." And it was like, I don't know for sure what I'm really going for, but I want something that got it got something, some good drums on it. And I was like, okay, I got you. And we kind of sat there for about a quick hour, and that's what we came up with.
That's what's
Honestly, there
up.
wasn't really a plan to it. Like it was just one of those in a moment type things. You just cook it up
Like
however
a
you want.
rapper, like coming off the top of the head.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's see. What can we get into next? Let's see. That Apple Stopper, is that how you pronounce it? That Apple
Yes,
Stopper.
yes, it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's get into that and see. Let's see what this take us goes. Everything to me right now sounds really, really good. So here we go. Let's drop this one.
Vibes kill this one.
I'm liking this already. Yeah, I can do a little something off that right there. Yes, yes, yep. That's a hot one. Can you tell me a little bit about that one?
Um, that one. Um, I was just thinking freestyle, like just
Right,
make
right,
something, something can freestyle over off of nothing too complex,
right.
simple melody, or 808s. That's honestly, that was all behind that one right there. It was just more of a little lengthy on that end, but yeah, it was just more of like a freestyle beat for anybody who wanted it.
Right now, I can tell you it's all hits right now. Coming from me, it's all hits.
Thank you, thank
So right now, let's get into the next track. Lil Durk Baby. Let's jump right into that one.
Vibes kill this one.
all right, all right. That's another hit. So tell me how you come up with that one.
Um, Let me think. So okay, that was around the same time that I think I want to say Lil Durk had dropped his like was dropping singles and like dropped his album with Lil Baby,
Yeah.
and I was like, some of these beats is like it's real melodic, but they got some good drums on them, and I was like, I'll go and make a beat and see what it would be like, if I could cater to kind of how they would go about on a beat, and I made it down, and I was like, yeah, I can definitely see them two just going at it on this beat right here.
That beat dope. I'm gonna go ahead on tell you. I mean, everything that I done heard so far is ready, ready, ready. Um, so I mean, you doing all the production on these beats, like the piano, the key, the boards, everything.
Some of these are from different different producers, or it's more like they call it just like loop maker or something like that. They
Okay,
go in and
okay,
they'll make melodies or some stuff like that. I got a couple connections with some people for those.
cool.
Then other times I would have like a preset for my MIDI keyboard that I use, and I would go in and I would
Hmm.
kind of go in and do the notes myself and all the keys, and I would just drag and drop different sounds, whether it's a guitar or piano and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, because it seemed like you
Just
got a
go in
very
there.
good ear for all of this. So I mean, I can see you already making it already. So let's see. Let's get into groovy. Is it groovy? Is that how you
Groovy, you
pronounce
say?
that one?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get into it, then we'll talk about it. Let me drop it.
Vibes, you killed this one.
All right, all right. So tell me a little bit about groovy.
Uh, Let me see. There was a long night. I tried to go to sleep. I could not go to sleep. So I got back up and I got on the computer and I was like, I'm really not in the mood to make anything real loud and
Right.
chaotic. So I was like, I'm gonna just make something simple, smooth, and just kind of do those vocal chops in there and put a little gross beat on it to give it that like stutter a little bit.
Right.
And yeah,
So you be
that's
like
around it.
up all times of the night, just with ideas.
Hmm. That's definitely. There'd be times I come home from being out. I come home. It'd be maybe like 1, 2 in the morning. I get ready. I go to bed. I go to sleep. I'll probably won't sleep for maybe 2 hours, and I'll be right back up again. Can't
Oh,
get no
you
sleep, so I
you
just get up.
working. You working.
Yeah,
And
yes
everything
sir.
that I have heard, I'm telling you, you got to get with the right people. So we're gonna try to make that happen. So with everything that I'm listening to and everybody out there listening to, it's about to happen for you. You can bet on that. You can put your money on that right there.
I like the sound of that.
Let's see. Let's go to the next track. It's called "Here for You." Let's drop that. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, um, what category would you put that beat in?
Um, I would still put it up under a R&B category, in my opinion. Cause when I made that was honestly that was a long time ago. I think
Okay.
I made that one before I even like decided to do the music fully thing. Cause that was when I was kind of experiment. I was, having people come over to, do some recording, trying to just practice and stuff like that. So I've had that beat for a while.
Yeah, I think it's a hot track though.
Still one of my best.
Yeah, it's hot. I like it. Okay, with that being said, let's get into the next track. This one is called No Games.
Vibes are killed this one.
Oh man, you gotta tell me how you came up with that one. That joint right there is straight fire.
Yeah, I heard a melody somewhere. It was I know it was one of the guys that I've collabed with before. He had a melody and he was like, I just made this and I don't know how to go about putting drums on this. So I was like, well, just send it to me and I'll see what I can do with it. And then about 45 minutes later, I sent him that back that, and he was like, "So that's yours now." He was like, "You can keep it." Ain't no way in the world I would have been able to come up with it right there. So
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't really anything complicated. It was just keeping it simple. Um,
Right.
trying not to be too repetitive to it. So that's why I kind of added the violin along with the piano over top of it. The same chords, but it's a different instrument at a higher pitch.
So do you
Just
guys
to
like
make it so it
you
was
say you got some guys that like do loops, so I mean like do y'all ever meet or you just do it like virtual? How I mean, do they like send you the
um,
loops?
most of the time uh, we're in a group chat,
Okay.
and sometimes somebody will just be like, "Hey, I got this. I don't know what to do with it." Somebody take it and do something with it. It's just sitting around. So
Right, right.
somebody might snatch it up and do something with it.
That's
But
cool. That's
personally,
cool.
how this one went, it was more of he just kind of hit me up and was like, "Hey, I just made this melody right here, and you think you can do something with it?" So I kind of just took it, added a few things to it, made it my own, and then added the drums to it.
Cool, 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 cool. So the next track we're gonna get into is I think you pronounce it is Coach Cardi. Is that how
Yeah.
you pronounce it?
Mm.
Okay, let's get into that one. I had listened at this one. I really like this one right here. So let me drop this.
Vibes killed this one.
All right, all right, all right. Now that was a hot one. Now before we move on, um, I got a couple of DJs in here on the chat. Big shouts out to DJ Big Body, DJ Rod Flash. So DJ Rod Flash want to know: are your beats copyrighted?
Um, as of now, no, they're not. I don't have any copyright pen for the beats right now. Like not as of a brand for myself as of right
Okay,
now. Um, honestly, I don't have them out like on YouTube or anything for people to
right.
just like go and grab them anyway. So,
Okay.
um, but yeah, that is something I should
Yeah, you
probably
need to do
take
that
and
ASAP.
get done.
That beat right there, I really like. I want to use that for my show. Actually, I like that beat right there. I really love. That is hot. But yeah, that copyright, you gotta get that copyright because you already know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
So you know they're gonna grab it. They're gonna they're gonna grab it. Let's see what can we do next. The baby. Let's get into the baby joint.
Vibes killed this one.
dope. Can you tell me the concept behind that joint right there?
Um, I don't know. I heard that that was a loop that was sent to me by someone, and I kind of just felt like I don't know, at the time it just felt like the baby flow, like it was just
Right.
calling his name. So I kind of do those type 808s up there, and yeah, threw those 808s up there and added the rest of the drums and kind of just mess with the melody and mix it around a little bit, give it some variation.
Cool, 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 cool. That's dope. That's dope. So now let's get into power within. Let's drop this joint.
Vibes, you killed this one.
Yep, 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 yep. So can you tell me a little bit about that joint right there? That's hot too. All your joints has been hot, straight fire.
Thank you, thank you. Um, that one was I don't know, that one took a long time to make. Um, I was kind of just playing around with a keyboard and just going in and putting notes down and putting down some chords and kind of just came up with that. And the counter melody, I had someone else who really knew how to play the piano keyboard go in and make the counter melody for me because
Right.
I couldn't really get to that at the time. So yeah, it was. I was looking for something real vibey, something that yeah, just bob your head to, and especially if the right artist get on it, it's one of those songs that probably be on repeat in your playlist.
Right. Right. You're exactly right. So as your workstation, I mean, what do you like to use as your workstation?
Um, so right now I have my MacBook, but I use I have it connected to my TV here, and then I got my keyboard and mouse, and then I use I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like IKEA
Uh-huh.
MK Mini. I have one
Yeah,
of those
yeah,
mini keyboards. I use
yeah.
those. Um, and then I have some Rocket 5 um, KRK speaker. So that's what I use and have a little audio interface and all that type of stuff, just in case people want to
Right.
come through and do some
Right,
recording
right,
and
right,
stuff
right.
like
You
that.
already set up and you can go ahead on and do what you got to do.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, with that being said, we got one more track. We're gonna get into the NBA Young joint. So, let me drop this joint. Got to give it up. Got to give it up. Man, man, man. Hey, all I got to say is hits, man. Hits.
Thank you.
All you gotta do now is work on that copyright. You need to get that copyright like real fast, like quick, because you know they coming to steal your everything you made, everything you made. So is there anybody you want to shout out?
Um, I like to shout out to my dad. Supporting me, obviously. Helping me get my name out there and all that type of stuff. Giving me that motivation to keep going.
Right,
Sometimes it get a little stressful. It's kind of like, man, I keep making it ain't really getting nowhere and all that type of stuff. And he be telling me, he was like, if you wasn't, if I didn't think you could go anywhere with this, or I didn't think you have a talent in music, I wouldn't be telling you to keep going. I would have been told you as your father that you need
right,
to be doing something else.
right,
So yeah, I just use that as a little motivation.
right.
Keep going, trying to reach a end goal. And yeah, shout out to my peeps fam, whoever tuned in that I shared it to. Obviously, I see a few of y'all in the comments.
That's what's
Jalil and Spazza, the support. There's a few of the guys that I locally work with too, with the music stuff, and some of them use some of my beats for songs that they've released too. So yeah,
big shouts out to everybody, everybody. Jermaine Cameraman Clark. He had hit me up. You know, he been telling me, Mike, look, let me tell you, man. Y'all know about the music stuff, so he been he hit me up before, you know, but I was, you know, at the time I think I was moving and trying to get situated, and I didn't really have time then, but now we can keep doing this regularly if you want to. So we can get you out there. So hey, infield all day, three fingers up all day long. So right now, all we need to do is like we need to work on that copyright, then get you with the right people also. So that's the focus right now. That's the goal. And I like to big you up, give you applause. And all I got to say is keep doing what you do. Keep doing what you do. Trust me, you'll get that break.
Definitely gonna keep going.
And big shouts out to everybody that tuned in. Y'all keep tuning in because the beats are gonna keep coming. So the next show we'll have some producers on for you, so they can shed light and talk to you. We'll set up a date. Let me get with the guys, and then we can go from there. But
Sounds good to me.
and me for my Mike L show, if you could make me a beat or something, just what I'm saying, something for me, I appreciate it.
All right.
Or if I could use one of these, it don't matter. I could use one of these.
If you want to use one of them, go right ahead.
Yeah, because I
Definitely gonna
always
get it
tell
started for
everybody
you.
who produced the beat, who did it, so it'll keep moving. So with that being said, I appreciate you, man. Oh yeah. So I salute you. We'll chat soon so we can get you on again. And hey, blessings to you, man.
All right. Thank you.
All right, appreciate you.